Installing the e-commerce widget. You'll want to go to your website and go to the end of it where it says .com and enter modules/e-commerce, and the instructions are going to be in your zip folder. There'll be an instruction file, so it's basically step by step. Hit enter. First thing you're going to do is click install e-commerce widget. It actually just takes a few seconds and it's ready. Go ahead and start your control panel. It'll ask you to log in. Okay, we're logged in. I'm going to create a new page, and basically this is just going to be a generic page to show you the tools and how they function. It's not really for design. You'll be able to design your store to your liking pretty much with all the tools that are available as we go. So let's create a new page, and I'm going to create a blank one. Call it store. Hit create, and let's go ahead and save this. First thing we want to do is look on our widget and go to e-commerce. You'll notice a lot more new buttons. They actually all work together collectively. So let's go ahead and get the first thing. We want a category. When you make your store, you can add store to your menu so they can go to the store, but you want to use a categories widget to actually link and create the store pages and categories and products. But you can say store here, then link to your actual store. And let's go ahead and open this up. I've already made some samples, so let's make another one. Okay, the first thing you see is add new. So first, there's our first category, second category, third, and fourth. Let's go ahead and add subcategories. So go ahead and click this one, add subcategory. Let's add another one. Now, let's add a product. Now there's our first product that we've actually added. And you can see it's got a product code, regular price, sale price of $9.55. Brand name, model name, and a product thumbnail. This is just a small image. I've gone ahead and made 3 images of each of my products. So I have a thumbnail that's 75 pixels square basically, a large one for 250 square pixels, and this one is 600 by 600. So let's get our thumbnail. And now we want to go ahead and make sure we have our description and our full description. Let's double click this one so we can get our preview information. So now we've got a blank since I've added it. These are basically the preview images. So when you see thumbnails, larger images, and that's where the 3 images come into play. The preview is more like the medium size. That'll be the 250 one. And then the small preview is our thumbnail. And then the large one is the 600 square, so it'll be across the page a lot bigger to see. And let's go ahead and go back. And let's add another product. And of course we're going to get our sales price in there. I'm a real discount king. Alright, product thumbnail. Let's go ahead and get this one. And double click it. Add a new item, which is basically just the preview stuff. 250 here. Our thumbnail again. And our larger image. And this is enough for this test. Well, go ahead and say save. And close it. Now you can see our categories have changed here. You have styling options over here. You can category button style. So in case you want to make some style to your buttons. Very generically, I'll show you what I mean. Just giving you an idea. And click this one. You can make your buttons vertically or horizontally. Subcategories, so you can actually make them look different. So feel free to practice up with all of these. You have plenty of options in case you want a photo in the background. You can make it more alpha. Just be sure and test and save and double check it before you make it live. Okay, so we've got our categories ready. Let's go ahead and go to widget again, e-commerce, and now we want to go to product list because we've added products but we don't see any. Let's click this, click it on the stage, and there's our 2 products that we added. Everything is tied together like I said before, so when you add it here, it automatically goes into your list. Next thing we want to do is go back to e-commerce. Let's say you want to add a banner and you want to feature some products. Well, here you go, banner widget. Double click it, create a new one, because you can have many banners on different pages. Add a new item for the banner. This, you want to use the medium size, so let's go ahead and find a new watch. I like this one here. And title, description, regular price, sale price, let's call it $95.88. And say OK. And you can link it to a dedicated page or a pop-up, so when you're featuring it on the banner on the home page, you can have it go to a very detailed page. Maybe you'll put videos about the watch or whatever you want to say, and then just put a buy button or add to cart button, and it all's tied together. Let's go ahead and add it, and let's add one more so you can see it rotating. There's another medium, and this one's going to be a little bit better price, say $89.99. Okay, and again we'll say the add. Let's save it. We'll close. Okay, now we have our banner, and you can see the dot there, so it's going to allow it to rotate. You can put styles behind here, but right now I'm showing you the functionality of the shopping cart. Widget, again, we need to go back to e-commerce. Now we need to put the shopping cart itself, because when they add to cart, they need to be able to click and see that they have items in their cart. For now, I'll just put this one right here. So we're going to move our categories down a little bit, move our menu, and do our cart. And one more thing we want to do is another widget in the commerce, and it's going to be the product details. This is when they click on the preview to see a bigger image. This is a light box that's going to show up above the website so they can see bigger information. This doesn't matter where you put it as long as it's on the page. The next thing we need to do is go back and make sure our placements are correct. When you add something to your website, you always want to make sure the placements are right. Right now they're showing up as effects because I put it in the corner here. So I'll go ahead and put it as content. And this is another content. And this is also content. And the menu, it's in the menu section, so it doesn't matter if you want to leave it like that, but we want to make sure it's, everything's the same, so I just put as content. If you want this menu to show up on all your pages, you would say on all pages on the entire website, which is what I would want. So I'll put that there. The cart also needs to be on all pages, so I would do that there. And I think we're ready with this part, so let's go ahead and save it. Now when they click on the cart, it needs to go to a checkout page, so that we have to create, and this is the last step. It's really simple. I just make a pop-up and select it and say checkout, create. Now you know how we have sample information, so we're going to go ahead and name this shopping cart. And let's fix this up. There we go. And we don't need this. We need the X, and now we need to add the widget and go back to our shopping cart and get our shopping cart list so we can show them what they're buying. Obviously we don't want the background to be black, so we want to change this. Okay, and we need to make some color changes here. Sorry, let's get that correct. Alright, so now we have our shopping cart. Let's make this color white. Okay. You'll want to click on the cart and go to your payment settings. This is where you set PayPal, Google Checkout, Roblox, or use email. You can set it to use email, so they'll send you the order and you can process it manually yourself to modify it. So maybe you need to contact them, make sure they've ordered everything correctly. Now you can do a lot more to the shopping cart itself. You have many ideas here, tools that you can use. The table style itself, the item style, the text, all of that. But for demonstration purpose, I'll leave this as it is. Let's add some color to our button so we could see it. Alright, and let's save this page. Now we need to do one more thing. Let's go back to our store now that we have our shopping cart, and tell the shopping cart where it is. We need to link it. So go to pop-up and go to our shopping checkout and say save. Now let's preview our changes. There's our store. We can see that there's going to be rotations going on here, and we can click on here and see our more information and say, yeah, I want to add this to my cart. So click it, and now it's in my cart. Let's go ahead and close this. Click on the cart. Now I have my shopping cart, and here's the checkout. I'm not going to click it right now. And obviously there's some style adjustments there. So when you create your cart, you want to go back and make sure and modify it to match your website's theme. Sometimes you have different colors in the background, so it's good to see these errors that I'm making as purposely doing this, so you can see that it's not as just put the cart in your website. You need to modify it and make sure it looks correct for everybody. Okay, and here's a store we've already edited and show you what it looks like when you're finished. So you have your category list is here. There's a bigger banner now that we've created. More watches. So let's go ahead and click on this first one. Now we have information about it. And we actually added a video. You can click on this first watch. And now you have a video of the watch. You want to impress your clients with some products, you can do it like this. This is one hell of a tool now. Okay, I'm impressed. I'll buy it and add to cart. And let's go buy another watch. Add to cart. Add to cart. Let's look at our cart. I have my 3 products. If I want to delete one, just take one out. Check out. And now we're ready to go. Enjoy your shopping cart.